Hey everybody, Dr. Robert Pate here, licensed clinical psychologist. I want to talk with you today about feelings. And yes, I know that's really cliche, haha, a therapist wanting to talk about feelings. But seriously, they're really, really important, as cliche as it sounds. And maybe not always for the reasons that you're thinking. Feelings are just information. That's all they are. They help us to know how we're responding to a person or a situation, some kind of event. That's all they are. They're not good, they're not bad, they just are. And the problem becomes when they impact our behavior in some kind of unhelpful way. A lot of times that's because we've had some kind of negative interpretation of an event, but really feelings are just information. They just tell us how we're doing, how we're responding to something. So a lot of times we get into trouble because we don't pay attention to them. We get scared of them, we avoid them, we find them unpleasant, and we think, I'd rather not deal with that right now. I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm not going to approach feelings. I'll just pretend like they're not there. I'm just going to go through my life thinking. And thinking is useful. We need to interpret our feelings and look at our situations with a clear mind. But feelings are information that we need to consider when we're going through that cognitive process. So I want to use an analogy that I'm borrowing from Gary Chapman. He's the author of the Five Love Languages books. And I was reading through a book that he wrote called Now You're Speaking My Language. It's couples oriented, but I love the analogy here about feelings. He relates it to the check engine light. So the check engine light comes on, and at that point your car has not died. So you're just driving along, ding, and then you see that little yellow engine, and if you're like me, you start to panic just a little bit and you think, okay, what could that possibly be? But if you're like me, you probably also say, well, I'm not going to pull my car over and call AAA right this very second. I'm going to get where I'm going, and maybe I'll go into the dealership tomorrow or call my mechanic tomorrow, get it checked out. But what happens for a lot of people is they ignore that check engine light forever. They never get it taken care of. And the problem then is that there's this thing festering inside of your car. There's something broken that continues to break more and more, perhaps. And ultimately, your engine may just blow up. Right? Sometimes literally, but sometimes it just breaks and won't start again, or it's not as efficient as it used to be. And that's how feelings are for us. A lot of times feelings are that information that, as much as it's a hassle to deal with, right, to go see a therapist or make an appointment with somebody that you trust and that you care about and that cares for you, to go sit down for an hour and talk about this feeling that you had, this reaction you had that troubled you. Right, sometimes that's a hassle and we don't want to deal with it. But the problem is, just like your check engine light, if you don't address it, it can come back to bite you in the end. Okay, so feelings, really important information for us. We need to consider them. We need to face them. And really, if we give them too much credit, sometimes they can overpower us and get in the way of making good decisions. So we need to take them for what they are. They're just useful information. They let us know how we're responding to a person or to a situation. So if you're looking for somebody to talk about those things with, give me a call. If I'm not in your area, make sure to find somebody to talk to about the strong feelings that you're having, because they're good information for you. We don't want to be scared of those feelings. That's just another feeling, right? We want to face the things that are going on, face what we're really experiencing about life, and not run from it. So I'd encourage you to get in touch with somebody, find a good friend, find a good therapist, get in touch with somebody who can help you talk through things. Until next time, take care.